Culture Show for those of us who were born a few years ago. Let's show those millennials all the things we know. Being old makes us wise. Sometimes we even go outside. We know about life before 1999. You haven't seen nothing yet if you haven't lived life pre-internet. Listen up, this is stuff you won't want to forget. Midlife Pop Culture Show.
Hey, this is Mr. G, Midlife Pop Culture Show. We have a rockin' and rollin' show today. Gems and Jewels. Addison and Ava's. Gems and Jewels. In the house. Lots of rocks. Let's check out this new song by Ricky Mapleton. All about Gems and Jewels. Addison and Ava's Gems and Jewels. Addison and Ava's Gems and Jewels.
They love to talk rock. Native Mall, Burlington Mall, 774-420-9533. Give them a call.
Addison and Ava's Gems and Jewels. Addison and Ava's Gems and Jewels.
Quartz, opal, ruby, pearl, topaz, jade, sunstone, diamond, emerald, zircon. Over 200 of types of gemstones in the world, baby.
Addison and Ava's Gems and Jewels. Addison and Ava's Gems and Jewels. Gems and Jewels. There's that beautiful song by Ricky Mapleton again. That one's called Addison and Ava's Gems and Jewels. And I have today with me Jean, owner. Welcome.
Well, hello. How are you today?
Very good, very good. Welcome. I'm glad you could make it.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
We met at the flea market about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah. It was the closing day at the Londonderry Flea Market. I go there every year to try to find great deals on closing day.
Yes.
And I found nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
gee.
But I did find something. I walked by this super cool table
Yeah.
where this super cool woman was sitting here with these super amazing stones. And I have a few stones that and gems that I have on top of my bed. I've collected them over the years, maybe like, I don't know, a dozen or so that I brought with me. And I was looking for a particular stone from you. I was
Yes.
looking for a healing stone.
Yes.
And we kind of made a conversation about that. And like that, and then of course I was like, this would be perfect for the Midlife Pop Culture Show. And she was nice enough to come down. This is what I bought from her, which I've been wearing. And could you tell everybody what this is?
Yes, that is epidote. And actually, I brought a piece of epidote here as well that I have in my hand. And so epidote is a dark green crystal. It actually is olive color. It kind of looks like moldavite, but it's not. And it's like the #1 recommended crystal for somebody who is suffering from cancer or has some type of severe illness. It's a healing, so it's one of the healing crystals.
Does it make any difference how big a particular
No.
jewel is for energy and giving off energy, if you will?
No.
Interesting. And thank you for the necklace
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, no problem.
I've been feeling the energy from this.
Cool.
But this is amazing. You brought a lot of different things.
Yes.
But let's. I just wrote a couple questions down to get things rolling.
Alrighty.
So someone that knows much about this. My first thing was, what's the difference between a rock and a gem?
Okay.
Is that kind of is that a logical question?
Well, I could
Are these all
explain it a little
rocks?
bit.
Okay.
Well, so like this right here, there's different types of rocks. There is sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, and metamorphic rocks. And so,
Can you just hold that up a little bit for you can see that right?
yes.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
there it is,
Awesome.
right there. So this is actually a fossil that I found in Maine. So it's a fossil of a plant, and so, but it is embedded on like granite. So it's a solid rock. So this would not be sedimentary, nor would it be metamorphic. It would be an igneous rock.
Meaning,
Igneous is just like it's one type of rock. It's not like little forms. Like, see, this one is a zeolite. Zeolites form on cooling lava. And so whatever the chemical compounds
does it
are,
start out as a?
No.
as a rock?
No, it starts out as, well, it starts out as lava, which is metamorphic.
So is that everything that you have here starts from lava?
No. No, this one does.
Okay.
And so, and it comes in several different colors. It just depends on what the scientific compounds are, like in the area that then generate the crystals on top of the lava. So if I turn this around, you'll see where the lava bed was on it, and then it was removed from that.
So what would be the
So this
difference between what you're holding in your hand?
would be considered a sedimentary rock because there's more than one crystal here. Okay. So for example, I have apotholite on here. These little powder puffs here, they are called oh my goodness, I just forgot. Oh, that's what happens.
So,
Thomsite. And
Thomsite.
so there's several different types of crystals here that are embedded in this piece, and it's because of whatever the chemical compounds were in the lava.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Fascinating.
Yes.
This one over here really caught my eye.
This one?
No, the one next to it. That's beautiful as well. The pink one, if you would.
The pink one.
Yeah, could you tell
so
us something about that?
actually, the pink one is a New England crystal.
Oh.
So there are crystals all over the world. So you can get rose quartz
Right.
anywhere.
We're looking at that
It's
one right there.
this one right
Kyle,
here.
right there. Thank you.
So
Ooh, look at that. It looks nice on camera.
yeah, so rose quartz. This is actually a gem quality rose quartz that I received from Maine. So this is, and I have several of them.
Does that be considered a rather large?
Oh yeah, that's probably
Specimen?
21
Is specimen
pounds.
the right thing to
yeah,
use?
specimen's a good word.
Okay.
Or crystal. So it's a gem quality crystal, and it's about 21 pounds. And rose quartz, when we talk about the energy part of rose quartz, that is the self-love crystal, which then also rolls into kindness to self and then love, because people think they come in and we want the love crystal, and you know, so it actually what it is it opens that portal to help you manifest these things. And so it's not, they don't have powers, they have vibration and energy that they provide.
So rocks throw off energy
And vibrations. So they all have different frequencies that they have. And there are certain people, and I'm one of them, who can feel the energy in the crystal. So I feel the vibrations in them. I'm very sensitive to that.
And with these vibrations come different things that
you can manifest different
manifest
things.
or affect.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So for example, let's see, let me grab this. So this I just picked up in Mexico. And the thing that I love about this is actually a tool that Mayan shamans use. And what they do is they use deer antler to break away this golden obsidian, and then the handle is malachite. And the golden obsidian is the only crystal they use to heal people. They do no surgeries. It's all touch. It's all energy touch. The average lifespan, they told me, is 107 in their villages.
What is that? What is that material
So
called?
this is golden obsidian.
Is that a rather rare something, or is it hard to find?
Well, I mean, all crystals can be hard to find, or they can be easy to find. It just depends on whether or not you know where a mine is. This is very prevalent in Mexico. So it's indigenous to Mexico, the golden obsidian. That's why they can use it. And also this form of malachite is indigenous to that area. So we have gemstones all around us. Like Maine has a tremendous amount of gemstones in them. They have tourmaline and amethyst and rose quartz and smoky quartz and citrine.
Is that a rather business, good big business up there?
It used to be. They've mined out the watermelon tourmaline, which is what they're most famous for. And so when something's mined out,
is that a more valuable gem?
Yes.
Why did that one get mined out so much?
Well, because they, they just went in and stripped
But
the
they were
crystal.
looking at that because that they could resell for the most money. That was worth the most.
Well, it's worth money. Yes, it's quite a bit per gram. I want to say it's like $25 to $35 a gram.
Okay,
and when you add it up, that's a lot of money.
So how many grams would?
So, for
Like,
example, this is. I'll show it to you. This is fire opal, and this is from Ethiopia.
Mm-hmm.
So
beautiful.
this weighs about 1.5 grams.
So
it
the
goes
ones that
for
we're showing,
about-
these are enormous.
Oh, these are by pounds, yes.
Okay.
Like this one is 30-something pounds. And so this one is probably 1.5 grams, but I would sell that for like $25.
What would something like this be sold?
This?
Did you purchase this for the healing?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
I bought this in Mexico, and
Did you go to Mexico to purchase these?
actually, I went to go see the eighth wonder of the world, the pyramids that are in, I could never say it, Chichen Itza. I know I just butchered it, but anyway, I went there and we stopped.
That's in Mexico.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's in the Yucatan Peninsula, and so when I went there, we actually stopped at a Mayan village, and I bought these at a Mayan village, and we actually had a blessing from the Mayan shaman, and everything I brought back was also blessed by the Mayan shaman.
What was that? How much did you pay for it?
Oh, I don't remember.
Like, was it in the
Off the top-
thousands? And
Oh, no. It was probably around 100.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Yeah, around
Beautiful.
100, but in
With the blessing.
yeah, oh yeah, with the blessing it's even better.
There's
for sure.
so much. There's so much to get to.
Yeah.
Boy, I can always see we're gonna fly through this time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so let's. I'm glad I have some sort of a structure, some sort. Okay, so healing powers versus decorative, and we're talking about different people who buy
Yes.
gems. You said there was different groups.
Well, what I say there's 4 camps.
4 camps.
4 camps. And I talk about this a lot. So when you come to my store, you don't just come in and buy a crystal. I actually do a lot of education about the crystals in the store. But what I do is I kind of do a quick pulse on what camp you're in. So I tell people there's the That's Pretty camp, the energy camp, the astrology camp, and the geology camp.
Okay,
And
so energy camp.
there's the That's Pretty camp,
That's pretty. Yeah,
the
I'm learning something.
Yep. The energy camp,
Energy. Yeah.
the astrology camp,
Ooh.
and the geology camp. So I can tell you I'm fluent in the energy camp. And
Energy camp meaning what's that throwing off? What vibration?
Well,
Or what's the
what's the premise behind it? So basically, when you're buying a crystal for a certain energy, for a certain manifestation, that is a practice whereby, for example, somebody might come in my store and they might say, I want something for physical and emotional healing. I actually, instead of showing them the crystal, it's kind of an interesting little science experiment I do every day. I say, I'd like you to walk around the store. I'd like you to go to what you're drawn to, pick that up, and bring it to me. I'm going to tell you about it.
Wow.
And then you're going to be, and I always say, this is the prequel. You're going to say, oh my God, that's exactly what I need. And I'm going to say, I know. And it happens about 98% of the time. And that's when people are thoughtful about what they want to pick out. So it's very rare that I say, you should take
they're getting
this.
called to that or they're...
Right. So with energy, it's all subconscious. So you are drawn to what you need. So for example, they might go to something like this. This is from New Hampshire. This is emerald green fluorite.
Wow.
It's from the Weiss mine in Westmoreland, New Hampshire. That mine is now closed. My very dear friend Bob Borofsky, who is a very well-known gemologist in New Hampshire, he owned that mine at the time. And actually, I used to take my students mining. And so to talk about energy a little bit, when the students would go to this mine, now I worked with kids with very serious challenging behaviors, a lot of physical aggression, things like that. When they went to the mine, it was silent.
Wow.
They were so engulfed in the process, and they're getting this subconscious energy of peace, because this is a healing crystal.
Wow. Wow.
So it was just fantastic. And so that's one of the camps that people are looking at.
That is the energy camp.
The energy
camp. Okay, show me a pretty camp.
Well, so a pretty camp, what happens is somebody comes in and they don't have any idea about crystals whatsoever. They just know that they're pretty.
Yeah.
And so it could be any of these
They're all
that they
pretty.
choose. They're all pretty, but it's whatever.
Some more decor, if you would. Or
There might be. Yeah, for example, I sell these big giant amethyst cathedrals that might be, I have one that's 167 pounds at my store, and a lot of people purchase those for like their foyer or for their, as you walk into the house, because
what would something like that cost?
The one that I have one that is at my Natick store, because I also have a store in Natick and at the Natick Mall, and that one would go for about $2,100. But I have good prices because I buy right so I can sell right. That's really my motto. I don't try to triple up on the prices. And I find that a lot of crystal stores do tend to do that, beef up the prices more. And I try to make it more reasonable, because my goal is for people to have the crystals.
Yes.
And to keep things moving and to keep that energy moving. The other thing about energy, the healing that happens with the Mayans is all energy based. Energy is their focus. So there are no surgeries, there's no medication, it's just the obsidian. So that's using the energy from, or the vibrations from the golden obsidian that they use specifically to heal.
Wow. That's fascinating.
Oh, it's very fascinating.
Amazing. So, okay. All right. So, how are we doing on time, Kyle?
Got 11 minutes.
Ooh, okay. This time goes by fast. I want to play. This is what I brought from my house. I'm going to hold it up. Do like a lightning round.
Oh, all right.
Tell me what it is.
Okay. That's amethyst. That's rose quartz.
Want to say something about them too? Rose quartz, calming.
Well, amethyst is your crown chakra, and it is, and actually I have 3 different types of amethyst here, although I only see 2 of them. I must not have pulled the other one out. There's actually pink amethyst from Argentina, which I don't have in my hand. Then I also have...
And that's this?
The pink, no,
this
the purple one. So this is purple amethyst. So that's what it would look like embedded. And in the back, it's green, so the other chemical compound in it is copper and hematite. This is black amethyst. This is from Morocco. And so black amethyst is a little bit more rare, and it's a newer find. And then the pink amethyst is actually what I'm known for, and that's what's on my card.
Yes, I see that. Beautiful card. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's okay.
I know you're trying to keep me focused. I'm trying.
The lightning round.
Oh, that's apatite. Oh, I'm surprised you have that one. That's interesting.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, it's good. Oh, they're all good. That's clear quartz. So that's a grounding crystal. That is a garnet.
Garnet?
Yep.
There's a curveball. Piece of cheap plastic.
I was going to say, that doesn't look like a crystal to me.
This one is...
Oh, that's an arrowhead.
Now, is this a manufactured arrowhead?
No.
It's actually a real
No,
arrowhead?
that's a real arrowhead.
Really?
I didn't bring any with me, but
so
no.
That's a nice sample?
Yeah, that's a really nice
what's
sample.
That made of?
I'm not sure. Can I hold it? It feels like granite.
Okay.
So that would be a tool that would have been made probably in the Northeast. I actually have some tools that were excavated from different areas. That's amethyst.
Look how good she is, guys. Unbelievable.
I gotta hold that one because I can't really see the color. That looks like a moss agate, but it's a small one. Let me see what that one is too. Oopsie, sorry.
Then I just have a couple.
Oh, this is smoky quartz, and it's also in some copper. Oh, that's an agate.
Yeah. How's my over the bed collection?
pretty good. And
Not
this
bad?
this is bloodstone.
Is this throwing off a lot of good things when I'm sleeping?
Oh, of
That's what I'm
course.
hoping.
Of course.
Okay,
now
let's move on. Show me what you brought. Name those gems. Find the fake, which she nailed perfectly. We have a caller coming in. I can't believe it. Line 1.
Hi, my name is Matt. I'm a big fan of the show, and my question is, what gemstones are most common to the New Hampshire region?
Thank you,
Yes.
Matt. That's a great call. Thanks for calling in.
that is, well, as I mentioned, this one, which is emerald green fluorite, that's found in the southwest corner of New Hampshire. There's also rose quartz. There's heliodor, which is a yellow emerald. You're going to find smoky quartz. Septarian is usually in and about, especially in the mountain range part. So those, and also garnet. Garnet is a big one. In fact, I just mined some garnet. This was from Maine, but garnet is everywhere. So there is a garnet right there, mixed in with the sedimentary rocks.
Is there more of these available up north, or can you find them here in southern New Hampshire?
Well,
What
there,
could you find here?
Well, it's hard to say. It depends on. So, for example, fluoride was fluoride, which is so when we were kids and we had that gritty toothpaste.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our parents said don't. Well, it was ground up pieces of fluorite that was in it.
Wow.
So, which has fluoride in it as a chemical compound. Emery boards are made from garnet, so they
And
crush
that's-
the garnet. Those are what women use to,
and
to
that's-
do their
that-
nails.
Another call.
Cool.
This is Tom Tomilson.
Thanks for calling, Tom.
Thank you for taking my call.
Anytime.
I consider myself, Mr. G, quite a knowledgeable man. But your guest tonight truly has a quite interesting knowledge base when it comes to gems and jewels.
I agree.
So, I would like to humbly ask, what is the most valuable
I have it with
gem
me.
or jewel that you can find in the lovely New Hampshire area?
Well,
Thank you for taking my call. This is Tom Tomlinson signing off.
Thank you, Tom. Tom's a long-time caller. Thanks for calling.
I go back to the fluorite because there was a lot of gem quality fluorite, even though it's a very soft stone. They had enough gem quality because there's semi-precious and there's precious stones. And so the precious stones, the ones that have the higher quality, have a higher hardness. So Bob, what he did was had a lot of the pieces were made into jewelry. In fact, I have
Okay.
several pieces.
Yeah, I can see why. It's a beautiful piece.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece.
So what would be the most expensive one from New Hampshire?
I would say this one.
Okay, and what is that? Okay.
That's the fluorite.
All right, and what about most expensive? Well, I would think a diamond.
Well,
would be the-
diamonds are very expensive, but
Yeah,
I
what
actually
else
brought
what else we
something that I really want to talk about because there's a lot of misconceptions about it, and that is moldavite.
Okay,
So-
we only got 5 minutes.
Yep, I can talk about it fast.
And I got another caller.
Yeah. So moldavite is just
Want
so
to
you
just hold that
know,
up? That's a beautiful.
Just
This
so-
is the most. This is a very.
it's a rare. What this is a 150 million year old meteorite that hit in what's now the Czech Republic, and it is green in color and very
Hold
highly.
that right up. Hold that right up there.
Oh.
Yeah, awesome.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so moldavite has a really bad rap. People think energy wise that moldavite like totally destroys their life, or they're not ready for it, or I mean I hear all these things because they listen to TikTok. Please don't listen to TikTok. That's my plug. But I will say that moldavite is actually a fantastic crystal. In fact, I'm wearing it today myself. I didn't blow up. Awesome. It just is a fast track manifester, and it also helps with transcending. It should be worn over the heart. And
Can you just quickly do manifest?
transcending.
Transcending.
So
Quick.
people like to transcend into different dimensions, to
Okay.
different dimensions,
Oh.
or they're dream walkers. So it really assists them with that. There are people that are able to do that because they just have that level of subconscious, and it's really fascinating.
Time's going by super fast. We're
I'm
almost
sorry.
done. This is amazing. One more call.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, man, this is Willie, man. When I heard you were doing something on Gems and Jewels, I went, oh, wow. Willie wants to know one thing. First of all, Mr. G.
Yes.
Glad you're back making some TV shows for the people. Yeah, man.
Thank you.
This guest you have on is, wow, so good.
I know.
Thank
My
you.
question
I
is,
appreciate that.
you see those rocks when they break them apart?
Yeah.
You open them up, and sometimes they're like a little cave with all those little crystals in there. And I said, wow, what's that all about?
So I have a
Hey,
couple.
Mr. G, thanks for taking my call.
Anytime, Willie. Thank you.
So they're geodes, and so what happens is they form around, and actually amethyst is a geode too. But I have celestite, which is a beautiful blue crystal, and I also have the black amethyst, which is a part of this. It was like a round ball, so it was a
Just
geode.
look at that screen right there. You can kind of line
I'm
it up.
sorry.
Here it is. Perfect. Perfect. It's beautiful.
There we go. Oh, I don't know how to do this.
You
Okay.
got it. You got it. Yeah.
I'm new to this. So
per-
anyway,
it's
so that's
beautiful.
the black amethyst, which is so beautiful, and you can get all of these at my store. So, and this is the other one that I absolutely love. This is the blue celestite.
Wow. I feel like I just got started,
I
Gene.
know.
We're out of time. I hope someday you'll come back. I'd love to have you back. We could just kind of scratch the surface.
I know there's a lot to
It
it.
was amazing. Natick Mall, Burlington Mall. Let's end the show by playing. Want to hear that Ricky Mapleton song?
Oh,
again?
sure.
Play
Let's
that.
do it. I thought that was great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
We don't have time.
We don't have time. Well, there you go. Gene, thank you.
Thank
you so
you.
much. People watching at home, I hope you got something out of this. Contact her. Instagram, Gene.Hodgkins.9. Yes?
Yes.
774-420-9533.
And if I could just add the website, I do have a website too. It's www.addisonandavejewels.com. And you can see a lot of my really beautiful pieces on there.
And it says on this card as well. So I thought, I love to
love
talk rock.
I do. I love
This
to
is
talk
Mr.
rock.
G. Thank you, Gene. Addison and Ava's Gems and Jewels. Maybe we'll have her back next week or the week after. She'll come back.
Sure.
I think she would.
I would come back. I
This
like
is definitely more than a one-parter. Wow,
Yeah.
I feel energized.
Yeah, well, that's the whole purpose. and
Yeah,
that's
I
what
can feel
they
the
did.
energy in the room. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.
Is a midlife pop culture show for those of us who were born a few years ago. Let's show those millennials all the things we know. Being old makes us wise. Sometimes we even go outside. We know about life before 1999. You haven't seen nothing yet if you haven't lived life pre-internet. Listen up, this is stuff you won't want to forget. Midlife Pop Culture Show.